Very good morning to all the students of class 9. I hope you all have seen part 1 to 3, all these three parts of chapter 16 climate. Now in part 4 we are going to discuss about summer season and monsoon season. Now let us begin with the part 4. Warm weather season, that is summer season, and it's known as Grishma season also. In India, the warm and dry season between March to May is called summer. See, in India, the warm and dry season, that is summer season, that it starts from March to May, and that is called as summer season. During this period, the sun rays falls vertically, shifting from south to north gradually, and the landmass becomes warmer. See, but during this time when the sun rays now they falls vertically, from where? From south to north, and on the landmass also that becomes warmer. So because we feel this temperature warm on the land when it falls the sun rays, temperature increase continuously, and it becomes warmer, and then the temperature start increasing. The month of March is the hottest month in the southern India. See, in the southern India, which month is the hottest? March month. Temperature exceeds 40 degrees Celsius at many places. See, at many places the temperature also exceeds to 40 degrees Celsius. Central and northwest India experience maximum temperature during April and May. See, in April and May, which part experience maximum temperature? That is the central and the northwest India. At some places, the temperature reaches around 45 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. See, and at some places also the temperature that also rises to how much? 45 degree to 50 degrees Celsius. And the entire nation, they experience very high temperature during summer season. Due to the altitude of peninsula and plateau, the summer in South India is little mild because of these altitudes which are there of peninsula and the plateau. Because of that, in the summer season which is in the South India, it is little mild. That the summer in the South India is mild. Why? Because this altitude of peninsula and plateau. Compared to North India, the temperature here remains low. And when we compare to North India, the temperature over there that remains low. While the temperature in Delhi and Allahabad is 34 degrees Celsius, it is 30 degrees Celsius at Madurai and 27 degrees Celsius at Bangalore. See, for example, the temperature of Delhi and Allahabad in the north, that remains about 34 degrees Celsius, and whereas that of Madurai and Bangalore in south remains 30 degree and 27 degree respectively. Thus, physical features and sea seems to have dominating effect on the temperature in the south. And looking to this figure, we can say that the physical feature and proximity to the sea, they have dominating effect on the temperature in the south. Now, like to know, that is we will discuss is the nor'wester. See, what is nor'wester? What is said over here, that nor'wester, that is a violent thunderstorm in the north and northeast Gangetic plains of India, and they are locally known as nor'wester. Locally they are known as Kal Baishakhi also. See, this low pressure pockets are there. They are generally associated with thunderstorm, what they are accompanied by a strong wind and torrential rainfall. And see, the Kal Baisakhi that originates over Bihar and Jharkhand area, that moves towards eastward, and they strike West Bengal and Odisha, and they also cause much damage in eastern India. Now we will discuss is about Lu. See, you all know what is a Lu. Now, means that is, it's a very strong and a hot climate during Lu. See, sandstorms or thunderstorms are common in the arid regions of west and northwest India. See, Lu is a strong, hot, and dry summer afternoon wind, and which blow especially in the month of May over the western regions of North India, and it blows over where in the North India, western region of North India. And every year, many people and animals die because of this excessive heat of Lu. Now we will see during this season, tropical cyclones develop over Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. See the tropical cyclone that develops over where Bay of Bengal and over the Arabian Sea when during summer season, and advance towards coastal area and cause uh, devastating effect over coastal region. See, because of this cyclone that advance towards coastal areas and they cause devastating effect over there. Most of the country experience hot and dry weather during summer, and because of this most of them they experience hot and dry weather. Most of the places do not receive any rain in this season. See, in most of what places are they do not receive any type of rain in this season. But sometimes what happen, Malabar coast is there, they get some rain. Why? Which they get some part of rain, and which is helpful for the mango crop, and so it is called as Amra Vrishti. See this sometimes see Malabar coast they receive some rain also, and which is good for mango crop, and that is called as Amra Vrishti. See this is also useful for this mango and coffee crop. The advancing monsoon rainy season June to September. Now we will discuss about monsoon season. India is an agrarian country, and so the rainy season is very important season for India. See, India, we all know it's the agrarian country, agricultural most, and because of that, rainy season is very important in India. About 80% of the rainfall of the country is received between June to September. See, 80% of rain that is in the country that falls during which month? June to September. Indian farmer is busy in farming from the beginning of the rainy season. See, from the beginning of the rainy season, the farmer they start farming in their field. Southwest monsoon wind are responsible for the for the rain in the season and the humid and cloudy weather. See, southwest monsoon wind and they make the climate of India very humid and cloudy, and they give rain in advancing the monsoon season. That is why this is known as the season of southwest monsoon wind. See, because that's why this southwest wind that brings rain, that's why it is called as southwest monsoon wind. Almost entire India gets rainfall due to this wind, and because of this wind, entire India they are receiving rain. By the end of the May, a low pressure develops due to the high temperature over India and Central Asia. See, by the end of May month, what happened? The high temperature is there over India and Central Asia, and because of that, a low pressure area they develops this. And the summer by the end of this time, Indian Ocean in the south develops high pressure, so the wind blow towards northern low and pressure pocket, and this the summer monsoon winds blow from oceanic towards India. As these winds are moisture laden by they bring rain. See, on the by the end, what happened due to the high temperature over India and Central Asia, a low pressure area develops because of that. And on the other hand, what happened in the south, high pressure they develop over Indian Ocean, and as a result, what happened? Wind blows from Indian Ocean that is from the southern side, that it goes towards northern low pressure pockets. And because of this, wind blow from Indian Ocean, they gather moisture from the ocean and they bring rain to India. In this way, they bring rain to India. See here, you can see the map, that is of the summer. This is southwest advancing monsoon season. See, that is you can see in the map how the wind blows. See, high pressure winds of Indian Ocean that gets attracted toward the low pressure wind regions of India and Asia, and they give rain to the low pressure regions. Due to the peninsular shape of South India, the southwest monsoon winds are divided into two parts, Arabian Sea current and Bay of Bengal current. See, because of this peninsular shape of South India is there, that is the southwest monsoon, that winds, they are divided into two parts. Which are they? The Arabian Sea current, and the second one is the Bay of Bengal current. I hope you all have understood till here. Thank you.